fighting back then when like stuff was first happening. But there was no talk of concussions or, you know, long-term injuries and stuff like that. It was just kind of a tough man's game. You know, slug it out and just see who's the tougher guy, which is kind of how it's like in Thailand still. Like there really isn't easy
Really?
protocol and that kind of stuff out there. Yeah, I mean, you have guys in the camp that get knocked out and then fight again 3 weeks later in another stadium.
Wow. I was always
Yeah.
is this in sparring? This isn't sparring, it's that hard?
No, they're just continuously fighting, you know, like in the stadiums over there.
I see.
Yeah, I mean, especially where I was at in Phuket, like you can get fights every week if you want. Like there's literally fights Monday through Saturday night at the 3 stadiums that were around me. So it was just whenever you want, you can jump in and they'll hit you up like, hey, there's a fight tonight. Like you want to get in there?
Wow. So it's
Yeah.
like Fight Junkie. If you're like somebody who wants to fight, you go to Thailand, you can just get one every week. That's nuts.
Yeah, Thailand is definitely the mecca of fighting for sure, especially for Muay Thai. You know,
Absolutely.
the experience you can get out there and just the old school style of training where no one's going to hold your hand through it or motivate you to show up or, you know, everyone's just there to grind and make a living.
What were some of the gyms out there that you trained with? You know, I was had a fighter over there, and he was telling me, you know, you got to watch between the American gyms and some of the older school gyms. Is there any truth
Mm-hmm.
to that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wanted to get like a really like I went the first time I went. I kind of hopped around. I was there for like 6 weeks, you know. So I did like the touristy gyms, even like your couch, check it out. You know, I went to like Tiger Muay Thai.
Nice.
Um, went to Phuket Fight Club. I really liked. Was a really good gym.
Yeah, they're
You
great.
know, Leo was amazing over there. And but I found a home at Sing Patong, which is where Damien almost came up back in the day. And then oh my god, I'm blanking on his name right now. Rafi Singh Patong. I don't know his real last name, but good French fighters, you know, they're killing the stadium game, and
Wow.
they just have a really good clinch game there. Like, you know, coming from America in training, I would only clinch, you know, once a week, twice a week. Oh, sorry about the dogs.
It's all good.
Sorry. But yeah, we'd only clinch like once or twice a week for like 30 minutes at a time, and going to Thailand, we're clinching hour, 2 hours every day, morning session, night session, just grinding. And you know, your clinch will get good out there, but you'll go and think, you know, I always thought I had a decent clinch because I've done a ton of fights in America and Muay Thai, and then you get there and they give you like a 14-year-old Thai kid who weighs like 100 pounds. He's tossing you.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, okay, maybe there's definitely some more to this than, you know, we understand. And it's just, I mean, time and reps and what they focus on. You know, they'll really structure, balance. Like those are really things they're looking for. Like when to do what in the fight. Understanding the gambling, you know, as you go into the bigger stadiums, when to do what based on what the gamblers are doing. There was just so much to the culture of it there, you know, that we just don't get here in America, just fighting regular Muay Thai.
It's also a translation thing too, because you think of the coaches, they try and learn it in Thailand, and then they bring it over to like the States or the UK or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's a bit of that
Yeah.
too. Like, you know, they're 14 and they're manhandling you because they've been doing it since they were born. It's skill.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Just the mechanics and the angles and knowing when to step and how to, you know, move. And it's just, yeah, so much to the body mechanics of it.